Good morning, everybody. This is Christy. I am the Intimate Warrior. I thank you so much for stopping by. And as always, I send you love. Okay, so in yesterday's really short clip, I what did I put in there? In the very beginning, do you feel the energy, a rush of positive light was in my caption there. Now, I don't want you to take that wrong, as you should be feeling good. I did receive a bunch of energy. Okay, I did receive to the point that I could have probably cleaned my entire house and everything else like that. It was just so intense, came on so suddenly, and I knew then that I was going to have a very restless sleep as a result of it being so strong. Now, having said that, I want to make sure that you know that just because if you are not feeling that energy in the form of being able to get things accomplished, it doesn't mean you're not receiving. Each and every one of us are receiving according to the level that we are currently at. Which means if you still have, when this rush of beautiful light is coming through, if you still have clearing that's present, it's going to bring that again to the surface, which means that you can still feel aggravated, upset, fearful, whatever it is, sad, anything can come up as a result of that purification, because it's pressing through and bringing what is still within the dark out to the surface, so that what is left is that light. So I wanted to make sure that you know there's no right or wrong here. No one is better than the next individual. Maybe, if you're feeling energy, as in the form of being able to accomplish things, finally have a sense of, I can get up and do stuff, then this is a good time. It doesn't mean it's going to last for you. It doesn't mean that it won't. And if you are feeling low, it doesn't mean it's also a good time, because you're purifying yourself of something, and it doesn't mean it's going to last. So I wanted to mention that. And so yeah, I had a very high energy rest. A lot was taking place last night. I was being upgraded physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. All the above. And I'm doing my research this morning to see what some of the messages meant, compiling things together. So I'm not really going to go into that. Remember that this gateway is going to continue on until the 21st, where the gateway closes, but the feeling can linger on until the new year, or even after the new year, depending on who you are and what stage you are currently at. Today I am feeling very nauseous. I received so much of that high that this morning I am still feeling, I'm feeling good, but I am definitely very tired as a result of that extreme high, and I think I'm coming down off of it. So that may affect me here in a little bit. But I am nauseous. And that is my only symptom as of now. And so I just wanted to make sure that you kind of understood this. And I don't want you to take my video, yesterday's video, as because I was feeling that rush of energy come through. I don't want you to take it wrong that you aren't feeling anything. Because remember, I was also feeling very angry for almost 2 days. Anger. But I also yesterday caught myself. I became more aware of what the association was. Now, that won't always take place. We won't always have an association. The association helps us to change how we are feeling. That's why I believe I was able to tap more into the energy that was giving me energy yesterday, because it seemed to have transitioned from that mindfulness moment of, okay, I am angry still. I know what it's about, who it's about, why it's here. Now let's go ahead and let it go. But like I said, there are times we are feeling those emotions that come out of nowhere. And we are like, what is this about? I am not mad at anybody, or I'm not feeling sad about anything. I shouldn't feel this way. But those are still emotions that, of course, are pertaining to you. Can pertain to you, but also can pertain to the collective. But also, it could be a portion of you that pertains to a separate lifetime that you are now purifying in this lifetime. So that does take place, because remember, you have lived through many lives. And you carry that each time you come back as a form of a lesson, in a form of clearing. If you haven't learned that lesson in a previous life, sometimes you can carry it to the next, or has to learn that lesson all over again until it is cleared. But we are at a time where, regardless if you are learning your lessons or not, if you choose this path, what isn't serving you is going to be cleared. So keep in mind, if you can't figure it out sometimes, that emotion that you are feeling, if you just allow yourself to feel it, as long as it is necessary, with compassion, it will move on. When you are sitting there trying so hard to figure it out, you're not actually feeling that emotion again. You're focusing on something else. You're focusing on figuring it out instead of the actual emotion. You're not feeling it. You're thinking about something. Stop putting so much pressure on what's taking place and allow it to just be. I know it's aggravating, and I know you want to figure something out, but if you can't figure it out, there's nothing attached to it for you to understand. It just needs to be healed. And you feeling it and then saying, okay, I am aware of this emotion. I'm not liking how I feel, and I want to choose a greater emotion, and I choose love. It may dissipate as you speak those types of words, but it may take still a little bit more time, even after that type of mindfulness, that type of intention. Give yourself compassion enough to feel. It's aggravating, I know. It takes up time that you can be doing something better, I know. but it is necessary. So I have already had some confirmations today about 12/12. I received endlessly. And I also had a couple of ideas that, as I was receiving last night, to make a couple of videos about, and I may do that today, but I may not do anything other than do some research and allow myself to kind of rest or see where my day goes. I might spend it with some family because I'm processing everything that came in yesterday in a rush. And that's what happens. Sometimes the energy comes in such a huge rush that it can either go one of two ways for you. It gives you that full-blown energy that makes you want to run a marathon, clean the house, or write a book, whatever it is. Or it can just knock you to your feet and make you want to rest. So, again, there is no right or wrong here. We have an individualized path. And as long as your heart is open, as long as you understand something is taking place within you, that's all that you should really focus on. Don't focus too much on the highs and the lows. Don't focus on who is getting hit with high waves of light or feeling totally great and you're feeling swamped and knocked to the ground. Don't compare journeys. That's when you get swallowed up yourself. This is Christy. Much love, health, and healing your way. I am bringing purpose to your life. Take care.